Now, did you also watch the OJ? You said you watched an OJ Simpson documentary?
I
Oh, I saw
did.
that
There
too
was
on
a new
Netflix.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Netflix.
New
Did
one.
you
What's
watch
it?
Again?
it?
What's it
Again?
called?
Oh
What's it
my
called?
Lord.
I don't
it's
know.
called
OJ something?
You sure it's
American
new? Because that's the older.
Manhunter.
American
American
Manhunt.
Manhunter. Yeah, it just came out last week.
Yep. Did you
On
watch it,
Really?
Netflix.
Carlos?
I did. I saw it.
Yeah. What
Man,
did
those
you
cops
think?
fucked that shit up.
Are you sure? Is you sure you guys
Oh
didn't?
boy.
You sure
Tell
that's
you
not
what.
the other one that came out like 3 years ago?
No, no,
No,
no. It
it
came
is a
out
new
last
release
week on
What other
on
Netflix.
information did they
Netflix.
possibly have? Because the first one was
It's
amazing. It was a
not.
9-part
Oh,
documentary or
No,
whatever.
it's just six parts.
and
Or six.
that is the highest and best version of the OJ case.
Okay.
But this one, it made me angry the
Oh,
more and
really?
more I watched it. However, it did enlighten me about some different things. And I've watched that giant documentary that they had. And I even watched the ESPN one that was like really long.
The
I don't
30
know
for
if that was a
30.
Netflix one. I don't remember, but
The
I watched a
ESPN
lot of
one was
stuff.
a 9-part one. That was the one.
Then I watched both. Like in a several hours worth. What the fuck are you doing, Marie?
Stretching.
That's good for your fasciitis on the back end. I can't remember the
I
name of the
know.
muscle. Anyway, it
That's
did.
why
It
I'm
made me
doing it.
really mad.
Hey.
But I kept watching it, and it's
Huh?
because I'm a completionist.
Okay.
I guess I don't know, but I've watched all these other documentaries, and I don't know if it's because of like cognitive bias. You remember the information basically you want to remember, but this one, for whatever reason, really nailed home why he got off. And it maybe it had just been never been laid out so bare in or because it's the most recent thing, recency bias. Maybe that's what my brain is using. But I was just like, holy shit, I don't blame this jury for saying not guilty, even though he's guilty as fuck. It nailed home the Mark Furman issue and how
What's Mark Furman?
Mark Furman is the police officer who found the bloody glove on OJ's
The
property.
glove didn't fit.
That's all theater and bullshit.
Yeah.
But Mark Furman found the glove on OJ's property. Mark Furman is a terrible racist, and he will even say this. Like he's like, I have no defense. I was at a time in
Yeah.
my life, da 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 da. I have nothing. I can't say anything to change your mind. He was a terrible racist. Maybe he still is. I don't know. But I don't believe he planted that glove. But the defense fucking eviscerated him. And when he got on the stand, by advice of his lawyer, he answered every question. I plead the fifth. And the specific question of, did you plant evidence in this case? He said, I plead the fifth. That is
Weird.
tantamount to a, yes, I did, and I don't want to get in trouble.
It's supposed to not be though, but yeah, we all think the same thing. We all think it.
And so yeah, I don't blame him. That is he fucking torched that case. And it just,
Why would he do that? Like if he
because
didn't
he's
do
trying
all
to
those
protect
things.
himself. I get it. He's trying to protect himself. He's trying to get away from
Yeah, he
his own
didn't want to
legal
get
trouble.
fired.
No, not get fired, because he knew he was going to get fired. There was no question he was going to get
If
fired.
he didn't do it, then
wanna
why would he get in trouble?
prosecuted. He didn't want to get prosecuted for perjuring himself by saying, I've never used the N-word.
So
Oh.
do you think when they release another documentary, we're going to talk about this again?
Probably.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
But
Well,
I
from the
have.
be
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was going to say right from the beginning, this looked like an open and shut case. I mean, there was
Yeah.
so much evidence
Yes.
stacked against him.
Because it is a open
It
and shut
is.
case.
It
So
is.
much.
It is.
And they said they made a comment. This is another documentary I saw where they said that OJ was set free or was found not guilty as payback for the Rodney King thing. For
Yeah,
the
I heard that
cops.
too.
I could see that, but also like that in the background plus the Mark Furman stuff. I don't blame him.
But
I
the
really
funny
don't.
thing is,
Wait,
Robert
wait, wait.
Shapiro, Robert
Go ahead.
Shapiro, even in his book, said he doesn't believe the police planted any evidence against OJ. Nothing was planted.
Oh, but he
I don't,
wasn't the
he
lead on
didn't
the
believe
case.
OJ was innocent. He definitely did not.
He
Oh,
didn't. He was not the lead on the
his
case. He
client.
quickly took a
Johnny
back
Cochran
seat.
was his.
Yeah,
And as
Cochran.
soon as
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
over,
yeah.
he did interviews to get himself back in the good graces of his
Right,
social
sure.
circles.
Well, it's the same as Kim Kardashian's dad.
Yeah.
Robert
Would
Kardashian.
say
Dead.
that he was guilty as hell.
Yep. Yep.
But
And
what are you gonna do? He's my client. That's how it goes. Like,
I'm gonna name names because this documentary pissed me off so much that I had to go and like find the names of all the people that I wanted to call
go ahead,
out.
name names. Go.
First of
Yeah,
all,
they better be listening.
Yeah, Justin Bonerhead.
the lawyer, Carl Douglas.
Carl Douglas is
Carl
such a
Oh my
Douglas.
God.
Carl
dick.
Douglas is hilarious.
Is he
Such
a
a
lawyer or
clown.
defense attorney?
Defense attorney. It's a lawyer, right?
No, he's
Defense
really.
attorney.
He's
I mean,
really,
is he on the
lawyer.
defense? Or is he
he's
on the defense or
really,
the prosecution?
Prosecution.
He's really a minister. Well, he
This
talks.
guy.
Defense prosecution.
Is the worst.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to
yeah,
punch
yeah.
him in the face a million times. He's so dramatic. He's so bombastic.
Mhm.
He
Yep.
drove me
Yep.
crazy. And it was so clear when he believed what he was saying and when he didn't believe what he was saying.
Wait,
Because he would take on this aspect.
Yeah. But what's funny is
But
that
then
he
when he
even
would really
said.
believe something, he would talk about it in a normal tone of voice. I'm like,
But what's funny is that
fucking
he said that
moron.
attorneys wanted to be celebrities. They loved the cameras on them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he totally drove that home every time
Oh,
they
yeah.
saw him on camera. This guy was he so wanted to be a celebrity and be wanted the number one spot in this documentary.
wanted to be Johnny
He wanted
Cochran.
to be about him.
Well, it was clearly. I mean, he probably had the most screen time of anybody, and I wanted to punch
Well,
him in the
he's
face.
the
So
last,
he was for
he's
the
the
he
last
was
one
for the
alive,
defense.
right?
Right.
He was
Well,
on the defense.
Shapiro's
yeah.
alive.
Oh, Shapiro's still alive. Okay.
And he doesn't have anything to do with this case because he's smart. He doesn't do
Yeah.
interviews.
Yeah.
Okay, other names.
The other guy's still alive too.
Hershowitz,
Hershowitz, yeah.
the New York guy or
The New York
Jersey
guy
guy.
what's
the
the
Epstein
other
guy.
one?
Fried
too.
Dr. Fung.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy is still alive. God, what's his fucking name? The one who did was it the DNA evidence? What was that name that you just used?
Robert
Hershowitz.
Hershowitz.
Hi.
No, this
Hi,
is
babe.
somebody else. Somebody Shack? Something Barry Shack? Am I
Oh,
Barry
oh.
Scheck.
It's
He's
Shaq.
still
I think
alive.
it's
I
Barry.
think he's the one who cross-examined Dennis Fung.
Yes. And okay,
Fucking
what's
idiot.
so fucking weird is I watched this OJ documentary, and then later that night I was watching Forensic Files to go to sleep because there's nothing that puts me to sleep like Forensic Files. He showed
that
up on
boring,
an
huh?
episode. No, it's great, but it's just years of being trained because I used to watch it late at night on Discovery ID when I was like 18 years old. But anyway, he showed up on an episode of Forensic Files, and I was like, small world. Hey, Barry. You know,
Did he
doing his
recognize you?
thing. No, but I recognized him.
Okay.
Okay, next name I'm naming. Mike Gilbert, that skeezy fucking agent, the white bald guy.
Oh, the sports agent.
Oh my God, he is disgusting. And how he's like trying to put himself like on this moral high ground now. And it's, you dropped
Right.
OJ after he had been dropped by literally everyone. All of the money that you could wring out of him, you already wrung. And then, I made a moral decision to drop him. Fuck you. Absolutely
Yeah. What's funny is
disgusting.
that he said that he believes OJ did it, but at the same time, during this was going on, he was trying to help OJ.
Yeah, of course he was, because he's trying to help his client. He's trying to help his cash
Right.
cow. And
Right.
listen, I mean, if he would have came to it with an attitude of like, listen, I'm trying to make the most money. I got a family to support. I'm doing this and that. I would have had a much more generous view of him as opposed to, well, at the time I didn't think that he did it, but then he said that he might have. And then I was like, oh, I'm done with you. Yeah, you're done with him when he's out of money. Pathetic. Last one was the dorky blood guy, the DNA guy, Bill Thompson. Fuck that guy. Him and his buck teeth.
Oh, the goofy dude who was like
Yeah.
interviewed in a pile of papers around him.
Yep,
That
yep,
dude. Yeah.
And he's also credit to the producers. They selected a lot of backgrounds that were like very reflective of the person that they were interviewing. The sister who they interviewed in like a blank room with a folding chair. That's very, artistic and poignant in their eyes. But yeah, fuck Bill Thompson and his fucking buck teeth and his being like, I'm the white guy in this group of people. I'm a cool kid now too. Yes, Marie.
Okay, so I should know this, but I don't. So how did they get away with like proving the glove wasn't theirs?
I don't know, because that's ridiculous. It really is. That
proving
was
that
so
it wasn't
comedic.
theirs.
It wasn't OJ's.
Like it didn't fit. I don't know how they got away with that. It was comedic.
Because Darden is an idiot for one.
No!
Let's start with that.
Who's Darden?
No, do
Absolutely,
not talk badly about
absolutely.
Darden.
He's the
He should
prosecutor.
have gotten a brand new pair of isotoners that exact size, not those
Yep.
gloves. not the used gloves,
You're right.
new gloves.
You're right.
Put these things on, and if they fit, these are yours.
Now remember too, put them on over the other glove.
Yeah, over
And
latex
spread
gloves,
your hands as
and they're
much
all
as
dried
possible.
up from being soaked in whatever blood.
Yeah.
Now they're all dried up and shrunk a bit. I mean, come on.
But also, like
That
I said,
was the stupidest move.
and he's
I know,
spreading his
but
hand
Chris
much as
Darden,
he can.
what a gentle soul and a
No, he
wise,
sucks.
kind man. No,
Mhm.
he is an angel, and his reflections in this and other documentaries, I'm like, you are a good.
I mean, let's be honest. What is the number one evidence that you knew he was guilty?
Literally everything.
The chase.
His blood was everywhere.
Yeah, no,
And her blood was also.
It's everything. It's the fucking Nicole's journal that said,
oh yeah,
in a safety deposit box that says, if I'm dead, he killed me. Here are all the pictures of the domestic violence that happened against me.
No, but it's clearly the blood. That's her blood's in the Bronco.
The blood,
her blood's on his clothes. His
all
blood's
of
on the
this
scene.
Shit. Everything.
It's everything. It's all the DNA. It's everywhere. And no one tries to drive to Mexico with a gun to his head, telling the cops, "I'm gonna kill myself." What for, dude? What'd you do?
I know. It's
what?
ridiculous.
Because I know you're gonna say it's me.
Because it was you. How did Goldman's blood get in the Bronco?
That's another thing. My blood was in the Bronco.
Because it was planted.
By Mark Furman. All right, well there you go. Guilty.
No,
He's dead.
No. I got two more.
No, well,
I'm not
I want to say about Darden.
I'm giving them love.
Okay.
Oh, Darden.
Darden is just that was just a bad move. He's a good attorney, but that was just a bad move.
He is a good attorney. It was a bad move. It was absolutely a bad move.
It wouldn't have mattered because
like they said in the documentary, OJ naked gun that shit up. He
was
playing it up big time.
And I think Chris Darden said that. He's like, he got up there and did the naked gun thing.
Yeah,
and it was a bad move.
When they interview the jury,
he was young.
The jury straight up says it. We did that. He was black, so we made him innocent because all the times they wronged us. Okay, all right.
I mean, it's a variety. It's a confluence of events.
Yeah, gotcha.
But other people I'm going to call out as good guys. Tom Lang, the actual lead detective, not fucking Mark Furman.
Tom Lang,
yeah, very, very good man. Clearly has seen some shit. Very plainly spoken. I really liked him. And then Ron Shipp. OJ is the only one of OJ's friends that testified him. That is a man with integrity, and he is a beautiful soul.
And they tried to make him look like he's some sort of alcoholic.
Yeah, of course they did. They have to kind of discredit however they can.
Right.
It's bullshit.
Right.
And how about Justin Bolbani?
He wasn't there.
You were obsessed.
Justin Butterfield.
I was so obsessed with him.
And but what's funny is all the evidence they didn't present and all the so-called notes that Furman did. Man, don't write notes, man. If this is evidence, bag it up.
That's what Tom Lang said. He's like, what are these fucking notes? There are people here. Tell them. Go get this thing.
Furman literally jumped over the fence and started doing his own shit and is like, hey, you should probably wait for everybody else. And he's
obviously,
I got this.
I mean, I don't know him now. I believe in redemption, so maybe he's a different person now. I don't know, but I know that at the time he was definitely a piece of shit.
He's different.
Whoa.
Mark Furman's way different.
Whoa.
But see, I don't believe Furman dropped the glove back there because I
don't think he did too.
It corroborated with Cato Kalin's story where he heard the banging on the wall. And I met Cato one time in Sacramento, and he had nothing good to say about OJ.
Well, good for him.
Cato.
I mean, I feel like Cato was somebody that was kind of like caught in the middle. I kind of feel a little bit sorry for Cato, but not nearly as sorry as I feel for Nicole and Ron. And that whole thing is so fucking sad.
And Ron just was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The wrong time. Yeah.
That's it.
Story of my life.
But I still don't understand the motive. I'm like,
you're still alive, aren't you?
All right. OJ carried all that hatred from the recital all through the night because of what she was apparently wearing.
I mean,
clearly the man had rage control issues, and he's an abuser. So I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
A user and abuser.
You can't. That's the thing. You can't try to like as a good person. You can't be like, oh, that doesn't make sense. It's like you don't live in that headspace.
I mean, listen.
You know what I mean?
Kanye West hasn't done it yet to his ex-wife only because he got a clone of her. That's it. OJ couldn't get a clone.
Kanye's not an abuser.
I don't know.
Mental abuser. I'm going to go with mental abuser, not a physical
Well, I
abuser.
mean, who knows?
Who
You
knows?
know what I mean?
I don't know. I know a lot of things, but I don't know that.